Guys, here at Southbound with the wonderful, the exponentially talented Grace Woodroofe.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Cut and Paste. How are you today?
I'm brilliant, thank you.
Are you really brilliant? Or have you done 3 days of dying in this heat?
I just got here last night.
did?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
you did?
today's
Oh, you
officially
did.
my first day.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, you played earlier today, and I mean, looking at some of the people wandering around the vacant stairs, just going, what's going on? I reckon the perfect remedy for that, the perfect antidote, would actually be watching someone like you. What was the crowd response to it?
It was actually quite good. I mean, we were first on today, sort of opening up. And I sort of play with my eyes closed, but every now and then I'll look up, and every time I did, more and more people were watching us. So, started with a few and then up and there was more. So, and it was really good.
So, and that's a normal thing you do? That you always play with your eyes
Oh
closed,
yeah,
or?
always,
Really?
yeah.
So why is that?
I just feel like I sing better with my eyes closed and sort of forget what's going on and sort of focus more in here.
Into the depth of the soul
Yes.
when it comes out.
That's right.
Without any visuals to distract your
Yeah,
voice.
or like, someone flashing me or whatever.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
okay.
mean
It's
to.
okay.
So now you've just released an album, and I mean it's an amazing story which we'll get to about how that went. But how do you feel now that the album's out and you're listening to people's reactions to it?
It's kind of almost, I don't want to say anticlimax, but I don't really know what's happening now it's out. Like, people have, been talking about it and stuff, but it's sort of more, you go and play the shows and then people say I bought the album, as they like it and stuff. So.
And I mean, it's your first album, which is always going to be a really nervous experience. But you're getting reviewed by really big magazines all over the world, and to go suddenly into that kind of land must be quite strange.
It is.
Are you nervous to read sort of people's reactions?
Yeah, I haven't read that many at all. But from what I have read, the response has been good. But it's funny, I was thinking about it. Like, music for me is such a personal thing, and you put so much of yourself, I put so much of myself into it, and then to have a complete outsider look at it objectively and have an opinion on it is such a strange thing, especially for a first album, so it's a new experience altogether.
Now, I guess you haven't been doing interviews for too long,
No.
but you've probably been asked a number of questions a million times, and I'm going to have to go there. I'm sorry, Grace, but
I'm used to it.
Your friendship with Heath Ledger, tell us about that.
Heath sort of discovered me when I was 16, having put out just a few demos on Triple J Unearthed website. And he really loved it and wanted to work with me, so he got in contact and basically brought me out to Los Angeles and introduced me to a number of people. Yeah, we just had such a similar vision about how we wanted it to be that I just felt complete ease with him, and he had such great artistic direction and ideas.
And I guess in terms of superstars, there's a lot of ego attached to it, yet they're very grounded sort of people that have embraced you, and obviously you seem incredibly sincere and honest, kind of genuine person. How was it working with someone? Was it just a like-minded kind of?
Very much so, yeah. And just Heath and Ben provided just the greatest example of sort of the path to follow, and the main focus always for them was creating art, not about money or connection networking. It's all about creating, and that was such an amazing example for me to follow. I wrote the album over the course of like 2 years, but they're all very personal songs and about things that I've experienced. So Heath was a part of my life, so he should be in there.
Now you're kind of in an interesting position as well, because in Perth, I mean, a lot of people in Perth still don't know who you are yet. Going internationally and you sort of established a bit of a name. Are you starting to play gigs overseas that people know you quite well, or?
I think in Los Angeles, when I was recording there, I stayed there for a number of months just to explore and hang out and grow. And I played in a lot of LA sort of dingy clubs all the time, and I have a lot of friends there.
Yeah.
And they would sort of tell their friends to come. So it was really embracing community. I know it might have something to do, with the people, the crowds that you sort of hang out with, but I had such an incredible experience there and felt really at home. There are a lot of artists there, like LA, yeah, there's famous and whatever. Yeah, but it's like any small town, there's always people in like the depths creating and doing something really unique, and some of the best gigs I've ever seen were in dingy warehouses in downtown LA, and just like incredible bands that only 5 people know about and stuff. Like it's just bubbling there. I just loved that whole scene so much. Yeah.
So now you've got your album out and you're signed to a label, there's pressure, there's people talking. What's happening next?
I think this year is a lot of touring, which I'm really excited about. I just finished a tour in December, sort of around Australia. Yeah, opening for Jono, Belay. And that was really fun. I really like being on the road. And I think that's the best way to spread the word about the album and the music in general, is to play as much as possible. So hopefully do more Australia in the coming months, and then international, release the album later this year as well.
And internationally, when are you going to make your strike for outside of LA? Because you've obviously got that covered.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to do a US tour and then Europe as well. So
would that be something you do with them?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, come on.
Can't
We're
say
just
anything.
On the internet soon.
Can't say.
Come on, Grace.
Nothing is set in stone, but there are things bubbling that you will see.
Cool. Bubbling away.
Yes.
All right. I look forward to more bubbling. And, lovely music. It's been lovely to have you on Coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
It's a great album, and can't wait till it permeates into the soul of people.
I hope so.
And you can even open your eyes and realise how much people are loving it, with the occasional flash. It's all appreciation.
Yeah.
Thanks, Grace.
Thank you.